Welcome to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying, you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell, locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This crowd knows when to bring it. In the red area, it's Dennis. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes time for the score. Touchdown, South Florida. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Newton. It's complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
The option look. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, South Florida 7, Cal 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He leaves it with his back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quarterback keeps it. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Dances away to buy time. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on fourth and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. Finds his target down the middle. And it's loose. Defense just cradling it. Securing it.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the air, it's Newton. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They keep attacking through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Golden Bears are in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Cal! What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking for a huge play. And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, Bulls! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got the first down and more. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Newton. Coming, fires toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
On second down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. And the Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. vicious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped them for a big loss.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air, it's Newton. He fires to the left side. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. Nothing but green ahead. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. The Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. He'll ride his man on the option. Past the 45. Oh, look out, there he goes. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he's sprinting, he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 21 over Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Calls his own number. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And first down for the offense.
And now on first down after converting with the run. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They want to run this quarterback.
Gain of 4. Brings up second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. On the run, it's Dennis. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. And they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Newton. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quarterback checking the play. He'll set up to throw. Got his man on the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. A running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
Slide 22. Slide 22. Alert, alert.
Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Golden Bears are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
At the 26. 3rd down coming up.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Newton. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. This is a designed run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll go hurry up here. Using his feet. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Defense backed up, and this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Makes this one, and it'll be all tied up in the final minute. It's good. David Jesse, they find a way in the waning seconds to tie it up.
Wow, and with that field goal with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Newton. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Going over the top. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Looking for more room. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got overtime coming.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
So here comes our first play of overtime. The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Dennis. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the shotgun, the inside give. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, they'll take to the air. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He caught it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, USF! And they score first here in overtime. He is such a dangerous weapon as a runner. It's almost as if it makes the defense tentative because they know the slightest of errors, and he's to the house.
No doubt about it. And this is a guy that's going to hurt defenses throwing the football and running the ball as well, and stresses your defense in so many different ways. So this defensive coordinator now has got to find new ways to try and slow him down, contain him. You just got to get the ball out of his hands, because when he's got it, man, he can kill you.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score South Florida 31, Cal 24.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll try the right side. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
On the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Gain of 2. Brings up third down.
Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. Quarterback checking off. Back to pass, it's Newton. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Cal! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
They don't want to play another overtime. They'll try to win it or lose it on a 2-point conversion. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, but there is a flag in the holding zone. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Newton. Throws to the wideout. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Here's the handoff. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Third down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. Down. Any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. On third down, he drops the throw. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And here we go. A field goal try to win it. Double OT. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.